Check in, check in, check in. Breaking news. Check in, check in, check in on a Saturday. Watching a little college football. Georgia, Tennessee. It's a barn burner. Actually, if you guys are following me, I'll share my screen on Twitter. I feel good about my work because a few players that I had as watch guys for the Cowboys and just in general, they're making plays today, college football wise. But breaking news: the Cowboys have extended. The Cowboys have extended Tyler Smith, making him the highest paid guard in the NFL. And we're gonna talk about it. I just want to share my screen really quick, y'all. Check in, check in. There we go. I just want to share this really quickly. Do y'all see that? If you guys aren't following me on X, Twitter, Chris Braswell, speedy receiver out of Tennessee, he's making plays, and yeah, he's making plays, guys. He's had 2 touchdowns already. Fast, stretch the field guy, good route runner as well. And here are a few of my other prospects to watch: Harold Perkins Jr., Chris Hilton Jr., Jamal McCoy, who didn't play, Jeremiah Love later, Cash Jones, Zachariah Branch. He's making plays as well. So yeah, man. Like I definitely I give myself a lot of credit for my draft work. You know, you know, like so you guys know I love my draft stuff. But anyway, we got to talk about Tyler Smith becoming the highest paid guard. Let me get this tweet out. You guys get to see me tweet. You guys are amazing. You guys are growing with me. You guys are helping me. Also, guys, make sure that we're liking, sharing, and subscribing. Like, share, and subscribing. Like, share, and subscribing. Special K. This is just me talking ball with y'all. DMV, yeah, man. Check in, y'all. Check in, check in, check in. Everybody, check in. Yeah, the Cowboys are doing some things that they said they would do when we did obviously move on from Micah. You know, the Cowboys said, you know what? We're going to start paying guys. And they paid Deron Bland. They paid Tyler Smith today. And Tyler Smith, what more can we say but literally the foundation and one of the foundational pieces of, you know, this team, man. Right? Like, let's be honest. You drafted him out of Tulsa. He's been one of the best players and honestly in the world. On the offensive line, physical, gritty. But I think that this shows you, and it shows Cowboys fans, man, like, hey, they're trying to build this thing the right way. Shout out to Honey Bear because it's not just you. A lot of people hated the Tyler Smith pick. A lot. I mean, they could not stand it. They did not want Tyler Smith to be a Cowboy. Right? Like, I mean, and now he looks like the best guard in football. He had a play last week, and listening to him talk this week, whenever you hear him talk, you this is like you're listening to Tyron, you're listening to Zach, you're listening to one of those ones, right? But he had a play last week where he gets to the corner or the edge defender, and he just obliterates the guy. And then any rush on that left side is just non-existent. Non-existent. He's entered that realm. When you look at teams like the Giants, when you look at teams like, I mean, you look at so many teams who, and I'm gonna go on record, I was so excited when we drafted Tyler Smith. Like I was ecstatic when we draft. When you look at teams like the Giants who don't develop linemen well, when you look at teams like, I dare I say Washington, like they don't really hit on their, especially in the trenches. And then you look at what Dallas has done. Okay, Cooper Beebe. I'm watching a game the other day, and you're watching Tyler Biadasz make mistakes, be light, get walked back. And then you see Cooper Beebe continue to ascend. Then I'm watching Tyler Smith pull, drive guys off the ball, do the dirty work. You don't see that with you just don't see it with the way that the Cowboys have developed linemen. And now, I'll look at myself and talk about myself, how I felt about, let's be honest, everybody knows how I felt about Tyler Booker. It's not that I didn't want offensive. You get drafted linemen every year for all I care. But we all know how much this team needed weapons, so that's where I was at. But at the end of the day, I'll even admit, Tyler Booker looks like his trajectory is on that Tyler Smith trajectory. And watching a Tyler Smith work every day, come on. But let's talk a little bit about Tyler Smith and just the pro that he's been. Because Special K is right on. He's heading that way. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm going to play some songs. I'm going to play some music real quick for a second. I'm going to play a groove. Some of my unreleased music. Hey, y'all. Can we get the likes up? Like, what are we doing? I'm giving y'all my all on a Saturday. I was actually just watching football. I had football practice earlier. But I'm giving y'all my all on a Saturday. On summer rain, man. Y'all groove to it a little bit. Let's get some of these details on this contract, y'all. Let's get some details on this contract. It's a battle every day. I'll fight until the end. Gonna love you in every way. Make it out the storm again. Let's get some details on this contract. Tyler Smith. I want to get the actual details before I and then also, chat, how are we looking as far as our cap and what will this free up? All right, let's look at it. Tyler Smith contract. Pro Bowl offensive lineman Tyler Smith, $96 million extension, which what I think what's going to happen is a lot like Tyron, they're just going to keep pushing this money back, keep pushing money. He'll retire a Cowboy. I don't think there'd be any reason for him not to outside of knock on wood injuries. But Tyler Smith should retire a Cowboy. Sorry, y'all. They said it was too loud. Yeah, Steve, I did play music on that. So if you guys want to hear my music, you guys get the listens up on Spotify. It's Foot Times Cold. Somebody said it's too loud. Sorry about that. Was that too loud, y'all? Foot Times Cold on Spotify. Yeah, there we go. All right, so and then on IG, on Instagram, same thing. Foots and Coles. Somebody said it was too loud. Too loud. Turn down, make it background. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving you guys just a that better. Oh dang, somebody. Okay, Nathan said he was loving it. Oh yeah, I'm not. Hey Ronaldo, I'm not talking right now. I'm looking up the details of the. Okay, thank you, Walter. It's actually enjoyed. So this is unreleased, but some of the release stuff is coming up. Is that's all on Spotify. But I'm looking up some numbers. But since you guys are on live with me on a Saturday, you guys gonna get the unreleased music, and you guys are the goats. Chat box is the goats. Hey, my man Racer Pacer. He said Lemon Juice album was dope. Hey, Race, my dog, it's lemon water, but hey, Race, we gonna go with Lemon Juice. That's cool, bro. As long as you listen, I'm humbled. Shout out to you, homie. Straight up, bro. Shout out to you. Hey, you know what? I actually might need to make a spinoff to lemon water called Lemon Juice. May do that, bro. Make the grooves a little bit sweeter. Shout out to you for listening, bro. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play some more of this. I want to get the details of the contract real quick.
I wanted to be you. And I'm not perfect. I'm just me.
All right, let's do this, y'all. Let's read the. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the tunes as well, man. That means the world to me. We'll play something at the end of this live, but let's do this, guys. I want to read, and we'll play some. You know what? I want to address this. Take some time. We got a Saturday. I do not smoke. I don't. I have bad allergies. Probably need to get my liver checked, but I'm pretty healthy. Numbers are good, but I don't smoke. I don't smoke at all. People always say that I'm either tired, I'm outside, I coach, I do a lot of stuff, make music. I got my eye drops right here. I just don't get enough sleep. That's really my issue. But I don't smoke. But thanks, Dirk. I promise you I don't smoke though. Like I wouldn't be able to do this if I smoke. Weed makes you paranoid, bro. I'm good. I'm cool. Hey, but so this is what I want to do. I want to read the details of the contract. So Tyler Smith, $96 million extension. Woo. Boy, if you got a big kid right now, you better teach him how to block, teach him how to come off the ball, and he only needs to be able to run 5 yards this way, 5 yards that way. He needs to be able to pull. You can make some money. Have him do sled drills every day. 96 M's is crazy work. 81 guaranteed. So that's the most important thing. 81 guaranteed. So the Cowboys have added Kenny Clark. They've signed DeRon Bland. They gave him a $90 million extension. Now they're giving Tyler Smith a bunch of money, and he deserves it. I think Bland deserves it too. I think people are just really nervous when it comes to Bland and the foot, and I don't think that they're wrong because, I mean, it's nerve-wracking. Like, it is what it is, but, you know, when he's out there. And this foot injury doesn't sound like it's major, but, you know, corners and bad feet, it's scary. The deal includes $81 million in guarantees. Make Smith. So Tyler Smith at 24, guys, check this out. 24-year-old Tyler Smith. For everybody, Cowboys don't know what they're doing, blah, blah. He's 24 years old. 24 years old. He's now surpassed Trey Smith as the highest paid interior lineman in the NFL. All right. And it just goes on. I'm reading a CBS article. Just, you know, he really did. He really has picked up where Zach Martin and Tyron Smith left off at, right? A lot of people think that Tyler Smith can be even better than Zach because he plays with more power. I think when you look at Zach versus Tyler Smith, I think that Zach's cerebralness and his footwork was next to none. I mean, he just didn't get beat. He also never had penalties. But when you look at just like the best ever in a Cowboys uniform, we all know it's Big Larry Allen, right? And Larry Allen's calling card was he could just move you. He can move you. If there was a one-on-one block or if there was a duo block or zone, whatever, any type of combo block, he could move you. And make no mistake, you know, this game that just passed, if Jalen Carter would have played, which I know a lot of Eagles fans, oh, you guys got to look at it. If Jalen Carter would have been in that football game, he wouldn't have been lined up over Tyler Smith. I can promise you that. He would have been inching his way to the 3 tech on Booker's side. But anyway, So, Tyler Smith is the leader of this defense, and he's acted accordingly. And I think that does say a lot to, the Joneses and how they want to dish out their money. They don't mind. I promise you, they don't mind spending money on guys who they trust. Now, I'm not saying that that's a great nugget too. David Mulligetta is Tyler Smith's agent, right? But I think the Cowboys don't mind dishing out money to guys that they trust. They don't. Right? But if we're being honest, it's just a lot. I don't want to get into the back and forth about Micah because everybody's made a big deal, but they had no issue, not one issue. Didn't have one issue with giving Tyler this money. But Tyler's shown himself to be a leader. He's shown himself to be a hard worker. He's shown himself to be gritty. He's shown himself to be physical. Tyler Smith is going to be a big reason why this team makes a playoff run if healthy. Part of the health is part of the health part of it is Dak Prescott staying healthy. You know what I mean? Tyler Smith, he's not into the, Special K, you said it best. He's not into the show. He's not into the, he's not into showing off. He's not, his whole thing is what? Play football, be gritty. I'll never forget, guys, Tyron Smith goes down for the year. They kicked Tyler Smith out to tackle like it was nothing. Kicked him out to tackle like it was no big deal. And he did it. For the life of me, there was times this year when I said, bro, let him play tackle this year. Now, he's more valuable to you inside. But, I mean, bro, when you got a guard who can play in that way, when you got a tackle who can play in that way, who can move people off the ball, man, bro, sign me all the way up. Let's get to these supers. Let's say Green Bay and Cows both make the playoffs this year and we get 17 and we get pick 17 and 20. Yeah, I think that'd be really good. I don't want to get into everybody's been, oh my God, the Packers picks. I don't care about that, guys. If you draft, well, where did you draft Tyler Smith at? You draft Tyler Smith at pick 24. Go draft good players. Where do we go from here as far as talent acquisition moving forward? Is there anyone else that needs to get paid, or can we play in the market now? That's a great question, CT. I think that you'd be looking at corner, but I think that what now needs to happen is you probably need to look at corner on a bad team. That's what I would do. I would look at corner on a bad team. But that's a really good question there, CT, and thank you for the $5. Yeah, I would look at corner on a bad team, guys. That's what I would do. I'm just saying, y'all, there's a lot of people, man, no, this team, blah, blah, blah. Man, they've also done some good. They have. This video is brought to you guys by Sleeper. Sleeper. Get $100 deposit match up to $100. So they'll match up to $100. Use code FOOTS. Guys, Sleeper is an app that to me is just really streamlined. It doesn't feel like you're betting type of an app, right? It feels like an app that you can go in, you can look at some plays, you can kind of mix match. If you're watching college football today, you understand, how lines move. Like, I don't even know what the line was on this Georgia-Tennessee game, but I can tell you right now, if Georgia's ranked higher, but if you know anything about that Josh Heupel offense, they're going to score points. They've scored points today. That could have been one of the plays that you made, and you could parlay that with the NFL game. So you can do all these different things on Sleeper. Thank you for sponsoring this channel. Parlays, baseball, NBA, and the fantasy aspect of it. All right. The full immersive experience, the videos on the app, it gives you highlight breakdowns. I mean, there's nothing like it. Sleeper, thank you for sponsoring this channel. You guys let me know a few players that you like for this weekend. Sleeper, thank you for sponsoring this channel. Tyler Smith, guys, is the type of player that you want on this roster for a long time. I mean, let's do this. While we're here, let's make some fun of the Giants, bro. I mean, let's look at the Giants offensive line. John Ryan, old as crap, hasn't been good. John Michael Smith, and when I covered John Michael Smith, and I definitely liked his game at center, he just hasn't translated either. He hasn't. Andrew Thomas had a rough go of it early on, and he's gotten a lot better, and he's pretty much their best tackle or their best player. But even Andrew Thomas can't stay healthy. Jermaine Illuminor, really? Greg Van, really? Greg Roten, really? Greg Van Roten, really? Evan Neal, really? Evan Neal, guys, is the bust of bust, right? Evan Neal was supposed to be this guy, right? Just this amazing player coming out of Alabama. Hasn't been that. Drafted to play tackle. Moved him inside the guard. Hasn't been that. When you look at the Cowboys, okay, had Tyler Biadasz, nice player, wasn't enough. Cooper Beebe, come on down. You're our starting center. Beat out Brock Hoffman. Love you, Brock. Really a good teammate. The podcast, the whole nine, but Cooper Beebe's better. Beat him out. That's one. Tyler Smith. Let's talk about his story. Love you, Tyron. You go down. He goes to tackle. Nobody wanted to draft him. He stepped right in and was great in 23. Love you, Tyler Smith. Created the attitude, not 23, excuse me, to whatever that year was, 22, whatever it was. He stepped right in, and we know that. Created the attitude that was needed. Come on down, sir. Guyton, for whatever we want to say about Tyler Guyton, there's a lot to be said because Cowboys fans are spoiled by offensive line play. Because if you had the Giants offensive line, you probably be doing a backflip to have a player like Tyler Guyton on your roster. But cool. Tyler Guyton struggles as a rookie. So far, so good. Even though, I don't know if you guys heard that Nate Thomas is pushing everybody in that room. Think he's pushing everybody in that room. They said, they're saying that Nate Thomas is really, like, there's a world where he could get Steele or Guyton up out of there, because I think what Nate Thomas adds is the strength part of it. And in preseason, he looked great. And as strong as Terrence Steele is, Terrence Steele's quite frankly a better run blocker than he is pass blocker. Nate Thomas is probably just as strong, if not stronger, and he's younger, right? So then you drafted a Hall of Famer in Zach Martin. To me, Travis Frederick, if he doesn't stop playing football, he's a Hall of Famer. So, I mean, all of these linemen that you've hit on, for everybody who says the Cowboys they aren't great and this, that, and the third and blah, bro, they hit. And I got to be honest, Tyler Booker looks like early on, and everything that you're hearing in the building, he looks like he's going to hit. I mean, if week one is any test, guys, Tyler Booker looks like he's going to be a guy. And even without Jalen Carter, Philly is built on good defensive line play. And I just didn't feel like at any time the offensive line was an issue. And when you look at the defensive lines that you're going to play, I mean, let's go down the schedule. Let's look at the Cowboys schedule. Because one thing that I do is I follow the league Like I follow the NFL verbatim, right? Like I follow teams, position groups. And so you look at the Giants. Tomorrow will be a test. But how much of a test when the Commanders ran the ball all over the Giants? And so, yeah, they'll get pressure, but I think you can run on these guys. I think you can push them around up front. And their secondary isn't much, right? They'll be angry. The Giants will, but I mean, you can run at Kayvon Thibodeau. I know that. You can run at Abdul Carr. As good as he is, he's still a rookie in the NFL. He doesn't have NFL strength. You can run at him, right? You can. Then the Bears, week 3. I mean, I like the Bears defense. I don't love it. I don't love that D-line in a way that I'm scared of it. We all know 8:20 Sunday Night Football. It's going to be like the Super Bowl of the world of the sports media because the Cowboys are so stupid for trading Micah Parsons. I get it. But I just got a feeling the Cowboys are going to come out and run right at Green Bay and play physical in that way, right? And I would love to see that. Okay, then you got the Jets game, October 5th. Stout defense. Justin Fields week 1 looked pretty cool. But are you nervous about that Jets D-line? You're probably nervous about Quentin Williams. And to be honest with you, I do like the DN they got out there with the Jets. What's his name? I actually wanted the Cowboys to draft him. But okay, let's say you're looking and you're thinking about the Jets. Will McDonald. Let's say you're looking and you're thinking about the Jets defensive line, right? And you're thinking about the Packers defensive line because of Micah. But then when you look at the rest of the schedule, guys, you're like, okay, who else? Panthers. If they can't score, they're not going to stress the Cowboys. Broncos have a good defense all in all. So that's going to be a tough game. The Commanders, I mean, don't know much about their pressure situation. And we just saw them even versus Green Bay. There wasn't much pressure on Jordan Love. And I'll be honest, I think the Cowboys have a better offensive line. Put it like this, the Cowboys are going to trot out, knock on wood, a better offensive line than what the Commanders trotted out on Thursday night because the Packers were down 2 starters. And the Cowboys, if healthy, have a better offensive line than that. Okay? So now you got that. The Broncos, tough defense. The Cardinals, I feel okay. The Raiders, I feel okay. You just played the Eagles. The Chiefs, tough. The Lions, we'll see. So my point is, with the offensive line that you've built and with these young guys getting their feet underneath them, you feel good. But you feel good because, man, Tyler Smith is one of those ones, right? Tyler Smith is one of those ones, so when I look at it, as long as you have a decent offensive line at any point in football in general, you'll be able to be in games, to win games, to play good football. And I think that's where the Cowboys have made their hay. And congratulations to Tyler Smith, man. He did things the right way. He was a pro. He did things the right way. He came in, he got the extra work, he got better. He didn't mind playing tackle. He didn't mind playing guard. He's locked. He's locked up and he'll be a Cowboy for a long time. My thoughts on this Giants game, I know I kind of talked about it earlier, but I say it again. The Cowboys have to punch the Giants first. They need to keep that clean, but they have to punch the Giants first. And to me, the biggest key is they have to run the ball. The Cowboys need to run the ball. I see some of you guys in the comments, and you guys aren't wrong. Jake Ferguson needs to play better. Like, he needs to get it going. I think a lot of fans fell in love with Jake Ferguson, but it's week 1. But the problem is I can't give him the week 1 deal because last year happened with Fergie. And it was drops. It was missed blocked assignments. He wasn't 2023 Jake Ferguson. Now, obviously, having Dak Prescott means something, but he wasn't that. And so he does need to play better. You think he will, but it needs to happen. But I don't think tomorrow is a tight end game. Tomorrow is your running backs, and you need to get Pickens going. I think that you can make an effort to get Pickens the ball because these corners stink. Like Paulson Adebo isn't going to stress you in any way. I like Javon Holland on the back end, but I don't think of this defense in any way, especially losing Michael McFadden, as a defense that you should be nervous about. You need to attack these guys. You need to attack them offensively and show that you aren't in this echelon of team. You need to show that. You're in the echelon of team that you showed week 1 versus Philly. And I think they are. I mean, if you look at that Philly game, guys, we lost it more than they beat us. It is what it is. And there's no moral victory. People have to actually look at the games and call it for what it is. They have to watch the football and call it for what it is. The football tells you that the Cowboys lost the game more than Philly won it. Can't beat yourself, can't have drops, can't have turnovers. You lost it. But it's a W for Philly. I feel really, really good. Tyler Smith is a Cowboy for a long time. He deserves it. Shout out to Tyler Smith. Shout out to you all in the chat box. 30 minutes on a Saturday, guys. Can't wait for the game tomorrow. I feel like the Cowboys are going to handle business. We'll be back to talk about it, me and Zach. But I did this emergency pod. I'm going to let you guys go out with this song. I'm going to play. What do I want to play? Do I want to play Press Gable? Let me see. We'll play this. Love you guys, man.
We all deserve grace, right? That's what the Bible says. It's just funny because you give it to everybody. Everything I did for you. Ain't nothing to it. I promise I won't do it again. And again. I'll always be here for you. Keep you safe and sound. You can always count on me. I won't let you down. I'll always be there for you. Keep you safe and sound. You can always count on me. I won't let you down.
All right, guys, I love you, man. Much, much love. Much, much love. The Cowboys have signed Tyler Smith. That's my music. And what I'll do is this: I'll put the link to the music. I'll put the link to all my songs, everything in the description box. If you came in this live late, the Cowboys have signed Tyler Smith. He is the highest paid guard in the NFL. Well deserved for a great player, great leader. And these are the types of things, man. These are the types of things that you got to do. If you guys like the music, man, go listen on Spotify. Play it on a Saturday while you cleaning the house. That helps me, bro. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. See you tomorrow after the game. We're going to spank the Giants, man. Peace.